Meet Victor Wembanyama, the dazzling giant with supreme skill. Now, I previously made a video on Kenny Lofty Jr., and if you haven't watched, go watch. Like, what are you doing? Go watch and come back to this video. I'll wait for you. Okay, now as I was saying, I made a video on Kenny and basically stated and highlighted that he has the it factor. And well, so does Victor. We may be a long way from the 2023 NBA season right now, but the trade and free agent moves are already indicating what's in store for the 2023 draft. It all comes back to this young phenom. Having turned 18 on January 4th, Victor just barely missed the cutoff for being part of the 2022 NBA draft. So who is Victor, and where did he come from? Victor was born in Le Chesnay, France. Victor grew up playing basketball in his hometown, and at the age of 18, is already playing impressive ball in France's top professional league, as well as the EuroLeague. He recently signed a 2-year contract with Metropolitans 92 Paris and is now set to make his debut with the French national team in the Eurobasket. In 16 games last year, he averaged 9.4 points, 5 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks along with 3.1 3-point attempts. Victor played in the FIBA U19 gold medal game between the US and France. He was up against 2022's number 2 overall pick, Chet Holmgren, plus Jaden Ivey, Johnny Davis, and Kenny Lofty Jr., along with several other talented American players. However, it was a matchup between Victor and Chet that kept the spectators mesmerized. Though Team USA took the win, Victor finished the game with 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 blocks. He also shot 5 out of 9 from the field overall, 1 for 5 from the 3-point line, and 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Victor have already drew comparisons from various NBA stars, Kevin Durant, Kristaps Porzingis, and even Rudy Gobert. Now, the Kevin Durant comparison is a bit drastic. However, I somewhat understand it. Tall, slender, can score from all over the floor. However, he doesn't have the handle KD possesses, nor the jump shot, at least not consistently. However, he is a better defender than KD, and that's where the KP comparison makes more sense to me. KP, like Victor, comes with an unprecedented amount of skill, along with a really lofty stature that helps him alter shots and have such a presence in the paint. And again, Victor doesn't have the handle that KD has. However, like KP, he's an exceedingly good ball handler for his size, with the ability to create offense on the wing and get his own shot. And although his 3-point shooting isn't as consistent as KD's yet, he's still pretty reliable from the 3-point line. Now, Victor is listed at 7'3". However, some think that that's false and he's actually 7'5". And looking at this picture, you can see why some would think that. Zach Edey, who is on the left of Victor, is listed at 7'4". Victor clearly appears taller than Zach. Now, Victor doesn't really have any glaring weaknesses in my opinion, except the obvious, and that's him being immensely skinny and his lack of strength. However, he's only 18. I think as he gets older and continue to work, his skinny frame will eventually fill out. Now, something I think Victor needs to work on is using his left hand more. He can also use his size and post up more, along with reducing the bad shots he takes and the bad passes he makes. I think with his extreme skill set, along with the overt confidence that Victor has in his game, he sometimes forces bad shots instead of being patient. But again, I think as he gets older and his game matures, that'll change. The real question is, will Victor's game translate into the NBA? I think so. You don't have that type of arsenal and skill set that Victor possesses, and don't think it's going to translate to any league he plays in. With that being said, it might not be initially. Rookies often take time. I can envision 2 years from now people calling Victor a bust because he's only averaging 9 and 5 as a rookie. Players tend to peak in their late 20s or early 30s. So Victor, who is currently 18 years old, is likely to keep getting better and better for the next dozen years. Projecting out the exact course of his career is impossible. the most optimistic assumptions could be completely wrong. Despite having such a marvelous skill set, he could be a bust. Or he could be the generational talent that most evaluators think he is. Victor is also projected to be in a draft with some other really nice talents. Scoot Henderson looks like an absolute beast. The rest of the 2023 lottery is looking really strong as well. However, everything plays out in the long run. Victor deserves all the hype and accolades that he's getting. He'll have the draft world's full attention over the course of this next year leading up to the 2023 draft, as we watch to see if he takes the next leap as a prospect and ameliorate his impact on both ends of the floor. Oh, and there will be a massive focus on next year's lottery to see who will win the Victor Wembanyama raffle.